Dear friends, welcome back. In this video, I'd like to continue our NATAS series. And as we move forward, I think this series has got more and more interesting. And in this video, I'd like to take use of Python to automate the process of fuzzing. This technique is very useful and important for any professional pen tester. So without further ado, let's just get started. We can switch over to the Kali Linux VM. I'd like to close up the existing tabs and I'd like to clear the history. Make sure this will not affect our pen testing. Okay. So I'd like to remove rubbish data, so we can start from here and we can copy this URL as starting point, and this should be 15 natas 15, and we can copy password from my notebook and paste in here, sign in. Don't save. All right, I think this one is very similar to the last one, and which has a lot to do with the SQL injection. And we can view the source code by opening link in the new tab. You can walk through the code. I think this part should caught our attention most. And we do not need to care about like headers and also some forms, the HTML code. Here, this section will tell us the table information. The table is user, table name, and the two fields or two columns, username and password. And we'll do the conditional statement. If the request has username key, and then we'll open up the link to connect to the database. And then we'll select the database. The database name is natas 15, and then we'll create or generate the query statement. Select anything from users table where username is equal to, this one we will submit through the post, through HTTP post. And then if array key, the GET request has the debug, and will echo this information. And also will print out the query statement, and will actually the query will be executed by this statement, okay, or this line of code. And we will give two parameters. The first one, or two arguments. The first one is link, and the second one is query statement. If the result is not null, and then we'll check if the numbers of rows is larger than 0. Larger 0 means, the user exists. Otherwise, we'll print out the user doesn't exist. For example, we can put like Bob, check existent. The user exists. Great. Okay. And for example, Bob 1, the user doesn't exist. I think you get my idea. Okay. So how to do? I think first of all we need to identify the username natas16 to see whether natas16 is in the table, and we can put the natas16. Okay, this user exists in the table. Great. So now we need to, what do we have to do now is to retrieve the password for this user. So how? Because just now we know that this table has two fields or columns. The first one is username, and the second one is password. So next, I think we can utilize the injection, the SQL injection way to retrieve the passwords. So how to do? I think the question would be in your mind. Okay, I think now we can take advantage of the fuzz match of the my circle. So what it does mean? I can copy this one And fuzzy match means, for example, the username. If we put the Natas 16, and we can put here, yeah, I have recopy. It means that, we'll do the exact match. Of course, here we will return one entry or one row, which contains the username and password, right? And, just return this information, not password, just return this, some description message. And now we will go back. However, we need, how does the fuzzy match do? We can use and password, and we can use the like. The like means will do the fuzzy match. And for example, we can like also, for example, we can guess this password starts from the A, and we can use the percentage symbol. It means that everything else would be doesn't matter, okay? And so if this is the case, I mean, if indeed the password starts from the A, and then of course this part will return true, and also this part will return true. It means that the number of rows will be larger than 0. However, if this password doesn't start from the A, and this part will return false, and the entire result will be false. So the result would be, or the number of rows would be, would be 0. So we can take use of this point to make fuzzing the password, okay? And of course, you can do it manually. However, I'd like to utilize the Python to automate this fuzzing process, which is great. So I've already opened up the PyCharm editor, and the first module I'd like to import is requests. And this one can help us to send request and receive the response from the target, from the web application. The second module I'd like to import is string. This one, as we know, the password consists of different types of characters like lowercase and uppercase, and also the digits. So we can use this module to create the string. We can use this module to create the data set of the letters, okay? And the next, okay, that's all I'd like to import for this script. Next, we need to define the username. This username is used for the basic authentication. I think, as you can notice here, when we log into this site, we need to provide the username, Natas15, and also its password, okay? So Natas15, and also the password. And the password, we can copy it from the here, and we can paste in here. And now we need to generate the letters set, and we can use a string, the lowercase, and we can plus or concatenate the string uppercase and also the string digits. In this case, the password will not involve special characters, okay? So I think it's enough for our data set. And now we can move on. And next we can define the variable Natas16. And we can start from the empty. And now we can make loop for I in range. As we know, the password consists of 32 letters. We can copy. We can use Python to confirm. We can use the len method. Oh, sorry, we need to use single quote. Okay, 32. So now I think you know what I mean, right? Sorry, 32. And And also for letter in letters set. And we can generate the payload. And as we know, this should be the username. We can open up the inspect and navigate to network tab, and we can check again, and you can get the post request. And this should be the URL, and also this would be request. So the key is username, okay? And go back. So the username, and we can use single quote, and we can use Natas 16. Of course, we need to use a double quote to close up the this, at the background. And the background has the double quotes. We need to close up, and then we need to, end password, okay? And the password and the password like. Of course, here I'd like to point out a very important thing for you. This case, we do not just simply use like, we need to use binary. Otherwise, the like will treat, both lowercase and the uppercase characters or letters as the same, okay? And we can use, this one, double quotes will close the keyword or the password, right? And now we can plus the Natas. No, not this one. Should be password. Okay. Password, and we need to later concatenate later, and at the end we need to use a percentage symbol. This one, for example, the letter is A. The first letter is A, and then remaining we can use the percentage symbol to do the fuzzy match. Okay, and we at the end we do not use double quotes again. And at the background or at web application has already double quotes. Okay, so now I think it's clear. Now we can create or send the request to the application request, and the method is post, and the URL should be, we can copy the URL from here. We can copy URL, and also if you want, you can maybe what I'm doing. And we can put here, what I'm doing. And we can copy, we can copy and put in here. And also if we want, we can pass the debug parameter to 1. And I think this will not affect our testing. And then we can data should be data, and also the auth should be username and password. Okay. And at the end, I need to. Okay. So if the letter is correct, and then we'll return the positive result. I mean, the number of rows would be larger than 0. So the response will have this string. This one. We can copy, and we can put here in text. Okay, and then we can, concatenate the password with this letter. Okay, and we can break because we do not need to continue anymore. And then we can, we can go to the next position, the first position and the second position, and so on and so forth. And also we can print out the letter. And at the end, we can print out the something like a password for the next level is, and then we can print out the NATAS 16. Okay, we can Control S to save the code, and then we can run it, Python, and we can press enter. So I think Python is so great. As you can see, the Python has already discovered or made fuzz out the first letter, and then we'll get the second one, and so on and so forth. To save time of this video, I will not wait. So that's all I'd like to do in this video. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.